So let me suggest that your listeners, and let me suggest some terminology here that will help.
Mm-hmm.
We tend to think about left versus right. And as you said, far left versus maybe moderate left.
Mm-hmm.
That's not quite the right term. I'd like to suggest that we really resurrect and focus on the terms liberal and conservative as good things, as philosophical traditions. And the liberal tradition says we need individual rights, individual liberty, free speech, freedom of religion, economic freedoms. That's the liberal tradition. It's sometimes called classical liberal, and that's a good thing. And you can be on the right or the left politically and believe that. And conservative is also an incredibly wise tradition. I think Edmund Burke is the brilliant conservative who didn't say, don't change. He said, you have to change slowly and carefully. We should operate on society as if we were operating on our father. So it's, don't just rip everything down. And he noted the French Revolution ripped everything down, and now look at, and he said that before the terror, he said this is going to go badly, and the next year or two it went off the rails. So liberal and conservative, we can call those left-right if you like, but those I think are essential for a liberal democracy. You need a gas pedal looking for change, and you need a brake saying not so fast, and that's the healthy left-right dynamic. But then we get two other groups. We get the radicals on both sides. Radicals want to burn things down. Radicals want to tear things down. The radical right is authoritarian, illiberal. They want to use state power to punish their enemies. So don't say far right, just say, we could say radical right. The radical right is not conservative. Donald Trump was not conservative. It's not conservative to want to tear things down, to violate constitutional process, to advocate for unconstitutional means. So it's not a straight line. It's almost as if you got the liberals and the conservatives, and then you've got this vertical dimension of authoritarianism where the far right is authoritarian. Now, the far left is not liberal. The far liberal, it's not liberal to tell people what words they must use and to destroy them if they don't use the right word at the right time. That's not liberal. The far left doesn't want free markets. They hate Christianity. They hate religion in general. So the far left is not liberal. Now, here's the key thing. The far left, sometimes people say they're authoritarian, and that word kind of works. But what I'm finding more and more is that the far left, or the radical left, is actually egalitarian to a fault. That is, they believe in equality of outcomes regardless of inputs. And this is the hallmark of all of the worst revolutions in human history. The revolutions that kill millions of people. So the French Revolution descended into a bloodbath, the Russian Revolution, the Chinese Communist Party, especially the Cultural Revolution. These are authoritarian in a sense, but really they're radical egalitarian. And what they do is they don't try to lift up the bottom. That's hard to do. We've been trying it for a long time. What they aim to do is pull down the top. The more you can literally kill the people on top, now not in America, that's not happening here, but in France, Russia, and China, you round them up and you kill them. In Cambodia, same thing. So I think the true liberals and true conservatives, and that might include you and me, I'm sort of a center-left person, I'm a classical liberal. I think true liberals and true conservatives, I'd call that the middle 80% of the country. I think we need to realize, you know what, we need to make common cause here. If we want this country to survive, if we believe in liberal democracy and the U.S. Constitution, the left needs to stand up against the radical left, and the right needs to stand up against the radical right. Is that too simple, or do you agree?
No, I think that's right. And I think that one of the